Welcome to the Cavalier Sports Report. I'm your host, Mac Moore. Today, we come to you from the brand new men's baseball locker room, and today we have with us a special guest, Daniel Heflin, former Cavalier baseball player and current member of the athletics department at Florida Atlantic University. Daniel, thanks for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
Could you tell us the position you have at Florida Atlantic and what your roles are there?
My current position is a director of the ALM Scholarship Fund at Florida Atlantic University, and what that is the annual fund is our annual fundraising arm for student-athlete scholarships and academic support. I oversee that area, which is I have a couple people that work with me, or my teammates there, and what we do is we raise money annually for student-athlete scholarships and academic support for over 450 student-athletes that attend Florida Atlantic University.
All right. And you've been doing sports administration for a while now. What originally got you into this line of work?
Well, sports has always been part of my life. Growing up in Topeka, Kansas, whatever season it was a different sport for me. If it was fall, it was football; winter, basketball; spring, baseball. And so sports has always been one of my loves and what I enjoy to do. When I finished my college baseball career, I knew I wanted to stay in some type of the college realm or the professional realm. I am lucky enough and fortunate enough to have some family members that work in the college administration or had worked at universities before who introduced me to sports administration, which is why I am where I am today, because I feel giving back I wouldn't be where I'm at without a scholarship that I received first here at Johnson County Community College.
And you played for the Cavaliers in 03-04. As you see now, we have this new locker room. What was it like in the locker room back in those days, the good old days?
Well, this was not around when I was here, to say the least. But some of the facilities they had still when I was a student athlete here, we had half a locker room. I think we shared it with the men's track team. And to come back and to see some of the upgraded facilities they have, not only on the baseball field, but in the locker room. This day and age, as everybody knows, college athletics is a facilities arms race. You want the biggest and the best, and Johnson County has never been second to none, in my opinion. And so this is just keeping up with what's going on in the college landscape right now. And this locker room is really nice. I wish some of the guys I played with would have had this opportunity, but I think it's great for the kids these days to have this type of facility to come study, to come lounge, to learn with your teammates, and obviously to dress out for your baseball games in this nice locker room.
I assume you've been down to the new fields, checking that out. How'd you like the look of those fields?
Carl was telling me that first base was a little bit higher than third base, and back when we played, and so it's great to see the steadily improvement. They had lights. We never had the opportunity to play at night when I was a student athlete here. And just the opportunities that it gives the kids that choose to come to Johnson County to pursue their education while also participating in intercollegiate athletics. It gives them, a second-to-none opportunity to compete at the highest level, get your AA degree and go on to a four-year university here. And when I pulled up and I saw that brand new baseball field and that brand new turf and scoreboard, and it made me proud, really. It made me proud to know what we had when we were here, and we made the most of it, but now to see the change in the times, and that Johnson County is second to none when it comes to intercollegiate athletics and the type of facilities that they provide for their student athletes.
What is your favorite memory from your playing days?
That's a tough question, because I have a lot of favorite memories. One of the things that embodies intercollegiate athletics, or college athletics specifically, is I still keep in contact with a lot of the guys that I came here to play with almost 10 years ago. And I just talked to a couple of my buddies the other day. But as far as sports specific, our freshman year, we played in the Jayhawk Regional. And we had to go to the west side, or to the Western Conference side of the Jayhawk Conference, and play against Hutchinson Community College in Hutch, Kansas. We were, I believe, the seventh ranked team, and they were the second. And how the format was set up was we had to win 2 out of 3 games so they can go on to the regional in Wichita, Kansas, at Lawrence Dumont. And they came in and they had some high credibility, and we came in as kind of the underdog. We had a good split between freshmen and sophomores that played. had great camaraderie, and we went in there and we beat Hutch. We beat them twice on their home field to go on to Lawrence Dumont the following weekend to play for the Region 6 tournament. One of the big reasons that was one of my favorite memories was because, we faced some adversity and we were able to overcome it. There's not a single one of those guys that didn't think we were going to win that series going into it. We went down to Hutch on their home field and beat them 2 games in a row, and they had some pretty good ball players on their team. Another memory that's always going to remember are many of our road trips in the vans and in the 16-passenger vans with our coaches, and that's really where you build that brothership and that leadership. And it's crazy because intercollegiate athletics and college athletics is kind of a microcosm of society. You meet with guys and you form bonds with guys that are a different race or from a different background, different upbringing. And so it really is a microcosm of society because you learn how to interact with different people. And like I said, there's still tons of people, or a ton of the guys that I still stay in contact with regularly. Ryan Towsley, Truman Merrick, those are the guys that came in with me that I still keep in very good contact with. So, and Johnson County gave me that ability to do that and gave me, I believe, a step ahead once you got out into your career as being a student athlete.
How would you describe the jump from being at Johnson County to going to a 4-year institution? How was that leap for you?
That leap, I wouldn't say was seamless, but it was made easier and made possible because I attended Johnson County, both on the academic side and on the athletic side. Academically, the academics that you have here is second to none. And I was able to take my experiences here from the classroom and apply them to the 4-year universities that I attended prior to leaving Johnson County. So academically, it's again, I believe, second to none. And we used to call it the Harvard of the JUCOs because it was tough, and just because you're a student athlete, the professors, they didn't give you a pass or didn't give you a way by, and which is, I believe, how it should be. You're a student first and athlete second. And sometimes we didn't always think about that, but it made us, I believe, better students and in the classroom. And as far as the athletic wise, I believe the Kansas Junior College is one of the tops in the country. You have guys that are coming out of here getting drafted to go, play minor league ball and play in professional organizations. So lucky for me, when I left Johnson County, I left here with a good friend in Truman Merrick. We both went down to Armstrong Atlantic in Savannah, Georgia. And both him and I had great careers as juniors there. Unfortunately, things didn't work out for me there. I played 1 year and had a great season, a great year where I made first team all-region, all-tournament, and all Peach Belt, but moved on to a school called Georgia College. It was in Milledgeville, Georgia, still in the Peach Belt. From there, we were precinct ranked my senior year, number 2 in the country in Division II, and ended ranked, I believe, 11th or 12th. So this definitely prepared me to go on to the 4-year. The pitching and the competition was a little bit different. Guys at the junior college level are trying to light up the radar gun and throw it past you, where in the Division II, they're more pitching, so, they're mixing those change-up, those fastballs, and those off-speed pitches a lot more. But Johnson County definitely prepared me, not only mentally and going through the workout regimen that Stevie Yavorik used to put us through, prepared us for the next level, and mentally, the mental toughness they put us through definitely is still something that I use today.
When you started out in sports administration, getting out of college, you interned at the University of Miami. Can you describe how going to a big university like that, stepping in the door as sports administration, helped you along your journey?
Yeah, absolutely. My time at University of Miami is probably one of the best times I've had. I'm originally from this area, the Kansas area, and never been to South Florida before. And all of a sudden, I find myself driving to South Florida to intern at the the University of Miami. It was, when I was a student athlete, I honestly did not know how my college scholarship was being A, funded, or B, paid for. And so when I went down to the University of Miami and was able to intern there at a large university known as the U, it really humbled me because I was able to see firsthand how they worked and how they fundraised for their student athletes. I enjoyed living in Coral Gables. It was a little bit different than what it is back here in the Midwest. But it gave me my start in my career. From there, after my year at the University of Miami, and I saw how a big school does it, I was able and fortunate enough to be a graduate assistant at Wichita State in Wichita, Kansas here, and receive my master's degree in sports administration. The sports administration field has grown so much. You can get a degree in it in some schools in undergrad and in your master's. I was fortunate enough to be able to get my master's in sports administration, and something I love, at Wichita State, and I was very, very thankful for them giving me my opportunity to do that. So as far as working from the University of Miami, from a big school, and then going to a little bit of a smaller shop, I was able to reap the benefits of seeing how a big school operates and their development / fundraising offices, to then go into a smaller school with a smaller staff at Wichita State, but still then being able to have that. You work with, in my offices in sports administration, you can do ticketing, you can do marketing, you can do development. So, and how all those interrelate and how they work together. Being at Wichita State definitely helped me see the benefit of coming from the University of Miami, where you just focus on development, to where B, at Wichita State, how they all interwork together. So the University of Miami definitely gave me my start in this field, and I'm very thankful for that. And it really opened my eyes to that I am really doing what I enjoy, and I'm giving back because I'm an example of what I raise money for.
Seems like your career is really taken off, and it did start here at Johnson County Community College, didn't it?
Absolutely. I owe everything to Johnson County and for giving me the start, not only of my college career, but has then led to my professional career. They say the 4 years of college leave the next 40 years of your life a mark on it, and Johnson County has definitely done that. I've met some of my best friends here. I've got an education that has led me to my career where I'm at today, and so I just want to thank Johnson County for having me back today. This has been a blessing to be here and to see some of the facilities and some of the upgrades they've done. But also, this is where I started my career, and I would not be where I'm at today without the education and the things that I've learned here at Johnson County Community College. So I want to thank you guys for having me back here today, and obviously appreciate it and very humbled by this experience.
Well, Daniel, thanks for joining us. That's all this week for the Cavalier Sports Report. I'm your host, Mackenzie Moore. Thanks for watching. Thanks for coming out today. It's great.
We really appreciate you having me back. This is really nice. You guys
I think it's amazing.
Yeah, it's very nice.
Like the wood.
Yeah.